bodies of those poor RAF men would have been laid out down here. So many people have seen you. Oh, again. The REM pod. I'm really trying to contact the serviceman that died in Knottingley on that horrible night in February the 6th, 1943. Somebody's down here with me. Can you show yourself to me? Whoa.
Built in 1865, the town hall in Knottingley occupied the land of an old monastery. In fact, the foundations and stonework can still be seen in the town hall's basement. Knottingley is mentioned as far back as Norman times, which was referenced as a small farming village back then. This, the Church of St. Botolph, sits above an old Norman church, which itself is built over an old Anglo-Saxon chapel. This town in Yorkshire grew as an island river port over the years and briefly became the home of Oliver Cromwell during the siege of the nearby Pontefract Castle. In recent years, the town hall has become a heartbeat for the town that has grown into such a large community. Charred bones excavated around here have led many to believe that dark rituals may have taken place on this land, possibly even witchcraft. Plus, stonework recycled from the old monastery has been blamed for a long history of paranormal activity, including monks chanting and dark shadows darting around the cellar. The most commonly seen apparition in the cellar is that of a World War II airman. Sightings of him have been regular over the years and staff hate going down there alone. Sadly, this can be traced back to a dark day in this town's history in February 1943. Two buses carrying RAF servicemen back to their base at RAF Snaith late one Saturday evening from a dance at nearby Pontefract were heading through Knottingley along this very road. It was dark and raining very heavy, and as they reached this sharp corner, the second bus in the convoy lost control, crashing into the wall of the old vicarage right beside the town hall. The bus flipped onto its side, and locals poured out from nearby houses to help after being awoken in their sleep by all the commotion. The bus had been overcrowded. 41 people had packed into this bus designed only to seat 24, and as a result, 8 men died, each one being thrown from the bus as it barrel rolled. Due to the severity of being trapped beneath the wreckage, identifying some of the victims could not be done visually. Their bodies were taken into the town hall that night, which was already designated as a first aid station and as a mortuary for air raid victims, should this area have ever been bombed. Herbert Hansen, Dennis Smolin, Albert James, James Tremaine, Norman Ward, and Herbert Larman died that night. 2 more victims, Leonard Mosley and George Noble, died the following day at an infirmary in Pontefract. It is a tragedy that shocked the area, and today the scars are still visible. Dennis Smolin was from Jesmond near Newcastle. This was only the start of the tragedy for his Canadian parents. By the end of the war, they had lost all 3 of their children. Dennis was the only one that they could bury, as his brothers were all lost abroad in 1944 and in 1945. That's 3 consecutive years they lost one of their children. In 2006, the town hall's long-running caretaker Edwin Beckett died whilst putting Christmas decorations up after he fell from his ladder on one of these staircases. He was nicknamed Mr. Town Hall because he was always here running the place, as he had done for many years. Yet, people still see him. Bizarre stories of people walking past him in broad daylight, only to be told that he's been dead for years. This is an interesting and classic form of paranormal activity. Is Edwin still in the place that he loved so much, or could it simply be put down to mistaken identity? Mix that with the stone tape theory of monks appearing in the cellar on the stones that were once the monastery foundations, a clear as day apparition of someone who looks as real as me or you, and the theory of dead airmen whose remains were kept here, leaving a confused spirit behind who might not realise that they're dead. This place has it all. On the days before filming, a dance teacher locking up late one night had a terrifying experience when she claims a toilet door was violently rattling on its own. I say, let's strike while the iron is hot. It is also claimed that a table in this boardroom of the town hall has been known to vibrate. As interesting as it sounds, it appears the account originates from a paranormal team doing table tipping rather than happening during broad daylight meetings, which would have been a little bit more interesting. Before we start the investigation, please head over to the Dead Air YouTube channel and give a subscribe. There are plenty more videos like this one already on there. And if you're wanting a new podcast to listen to, why not check out the Dead Air Clinically Dead podcast, a brand new series of paranormal subjects, stories, and just eerie things that you can listen to at night. That's over on Spotify. To start with, I set up an application that will measure any movement on a table in the boardroom that is set to vibrate. And whilst that is running, I start my investigation in another part of the building.
This is the room where we have that table that is said to vibrate. A lot of paranormal activity is documented up here. Let's have a little look around. This is the table that is said to vibrate. Now, asterisks beside that, because one of the things I would always question about something like that is, does it vibrate when you've got paranormal groups doing table tipping with their hands on it, doing some kind of session, or is this going off when people are having meetings around it and, you know, people in the daytime, you know, wearing their counsellor's shirt and tie? Is it one of those kind of meetings where people experience stuff going off? We're going to set some objects up in here tonight. We're going to see if we can capture it happening, and we've got some devices that we should think to be able to do that with. But before we start, I'm going to ask if any spirit wants to come forward and interact with me in here. Tap, make a bang. Is there any spirits in here that would like to let their presence be known? Come forward. Can you show yourself to me any way that you can? Any way that you can, whether it be physical, whether it be visual or audible. Come forward. Let your presence show yourself to me. We're going to set some things up in here. So pieces of equipment on show here. We've got this mobile phone on, of course, showing, there we go, on the table, measuring vibrations. Now obviously before I placed it down, so that's why you've got that little bit of a knock on the Richter scale there. But if I was to just tap this table, you can see that would show on there. As you can see, little movement does create a little Richter scale vibration. So I'm recording that the whole time if this table does vibrate. And we might leave this phone in here at any point. Of course it is on flight mode, so we're not going to get disturbed, we're not going to get any signals coming through. The screen might just dumb down a little bit there. Over here, REM pod. As you know, REM pods rely on things touching them or coming near them. That's how sensitive that is. And over here we've got the EMF meter switched on, but just waiting to see what happens. Spirit, if there's anybody in the room with me tonight, if your method of communication is bringing your energy and vibrating this table that's all around me here, do it, shake it, put some sort of vibrations through it. If you can demonstrate that you are here, I'm in the middle of it, use my energy. If you can make it move, if you can shake it, please do so. If you can bring your energy into that little grey light colour box, you might not know what it is depending on which time era you are from, but please do so. Communicate with me. Let me know of your presence. If you are here, maybe your name is on the wall behind me. These are all the chairmen here at Knottingley who have got their name proudly engraved behind me. Is your name one of those? If you could come through and let your presence be known, that would be amazing. Can you tap? Can you move something in this room to show me that you are here and able to do that? In 2006, quite a recent tragedy happened in this building. One of the main characters, caretakers, Edwin, passed away. He had an accident on the stairs. People see him. Countless times people have been in this building and they've said, I've seen Edwin. I thought he doesn't work here anymore. And they find out he's been dead since 2006. The exact spot that I've been shown was down here on this very stairwell. People see him in this area of the building. He'll smile at people. People think he's just a normal person. He's just a living character. And then they realise that the person they've seen has been dead for several years. Now, I've been told that Edwin was putting Christmas decorations up on a ladder which gave way at this window and he fell, and I'm assuming went down here somewhere and passed away. So I'm going to start by just introducing myself to Edwin. If you are here, Edwin, I'd love you to come and have a chat with me today. We've got some devices down here. We've got an EMF meter. Now I've done a full sweep of this place. No unusual fluctuations, and we've got a REM pod just down there. If you go up to that, Edwin, and you touch it, the alarm goes off. Now there is some sort of device down there that is setting some kind of alarm off. I can't turn that off. This is the main entrance to Knottingley Town Hall. The main door is there. You come in, there's like a little gate which you can lock, and then you walk up Edwin's stairs. I'm assuming that's kind of some sort of alarm system. But Edwin, watch If you can see me, Edwin, this is all you've got to do. Just reach forward. And you can trigger it. EMF. You can put your energy through it. Edwin, obviously I can hear whatever that sensor is going off, but I know that's not paranormal. If you're down here on these stairs, Edwin, come and talk to me, please. I want to know about Knottingley. I've come all the way from Newcastle in the car. First time I've been here. And you know what, I'm feeling it. I like this place. It's quite a cool area. I've made the 2-hour drive from my house to come and have a chat with you about the place. You were known as Mr. Town Hall. Come and tell me about this place. Can you tell me about Knottingley? Pontefract? Can you come and touch that box I've just put on the floor? Can you bring your energy forward? It's got freezing cold on these stairs now. I know that is quite a psychological thing, because we do have windows there. Big window there. Edwin, I mean you nothing but respect, and I think it's a fantastic thing that you've done for this town hall. You put so much of your time and work into this place. Can you come and interact with me? This is the spot where your life was ended in a ladder accident. You can talk to me. Can you make a bang? If I knock on this wall, can you replicate that in a spirit form and knock back? And that just kind of hurt my knuckles a bit, because that wall was not as soft as I thought it was going to be. Edwin, you must have family on this side. And obviously we don't usually do videos where somebody who's passed so recently. Usually we go into castles where people died in the 1300s and try and communicate with spirits. Usually we keep it kind of respectful, but it's hard to ignore you, Edwin, when you meant so much to this place, so much to this town hall, so much to Knottingley. Christmas 2006, the tragedy that happened in your place.
I use an application that uses phonetic sounds in a database to allow spirits to try and communicate.
Edwin, this is a sound bank. It's got lots of sounds in it. Use your spirit energy, your energy to try and put some sounds together and talk to me if you can. Let's give yourself a voice. After all these years, people have seen you on these very stairs, Edwin. They thought you were still working here. Edwin, are you with me? People have seen you here. confirm you are Edwin. Can you tell me your name? Can you confirm it? It sounds like you're trying. What year did you die? What year was it? Do you still appear to people on these stairs? People walk past you and then they realise that it can't have been you. Yes? Are you still here? Do you love this building so much that you don't want to go? You're known as Mr. Town Hall because the amount of work you did for Knottingley Town Hall was... I can hear you. I know that might be difficult if you've never used one of these devices on the other side before. Just put your energy forward, just build it up. Just take your time. It's okay. Take your time, Edwin. Okay, Edwin. I'm assuming you are Edwin. I'm opening up a conversation with you. I'll tell you a little bit about me. My name's Rob. I'm doing this for the internet. You might not have heard of YouTube in your time. 2006. Actually, you might have done actually, but it's kind of a big deal these days, YouTube. A lot of people watch it, and this could be your chance to get a message to the people on the other side, people on the living. Is this your place? Yes. Oh, look. EMF meter's going off. Edwin, are you with me? Edwin? Bring your energy through. That's the exact spot where you died. There it goes. Just going to put this down. Edwin, bring a message through. How many spirits are with you in this building? Can you tell me? Is it just you? 6? 11? Edwin? This again. Can you go to this device and touch it? That would be really impressive if you could. Edwin Decker. Yes. Yes, I've said your name. Can you put all of your energy through it? A lot more. Can you confirm, did you die on this exact spot? Or you had an accident? Putting Christmas decorations in the building you loved so much. Is that what happened? The memorial plaque says you died doing the job you loved. Edwin, are you still with me? People have seen a man that is so real. He's kind of like a physical body. He's not like transparent, like some people would see. Think a ghost would be. They think it's just a real person, and then they realise who it is. It's the man in the picture who died 16 years ago. We've just had Christmas. How do you think the Christmas decorations looked? Edwin, do you look after the other spirits in this building? Because I know there are some. Some men who died here in the war. Can you tell me if they're still here? Oh. I thought I heard a voice, but it didn't come through the speaker. Hello? Sounded like a girl's voice. Is there a girl with me? Edwin, are there any monks in here? The reason I ask is because this place is built on a monastery, and people claim to see dark shadows downstairs in the cellar, where the cellar floor is the original stonework of the monastery. I just want to know if there's any monks. I've made my way to the other side of the building here in Knottingley, the opposite side to where people are said to see Edwin's ghost apparition. We are... oh, EMF meter. People see a child. I'm going to explain that, but before that just flashed. If that was you, bring your spirit energy through here again. There it is. People say, there's meant to be a child on these stairs. We've got a REM pod halfway down, and the EMF meter, the K2 at the top. Thank you. If that was you, come and play with it. Pick it up. Put some of your energy through that. I saw what you did. Now, apparently he's a 5-year-old who died in this area. We don't know too much about him. unfortunately. Whether he's 19th century with the building, or whether he was on this land before so much has happened on this piece of land. Like I say, a monastery. Is any spirit people with me? My name's Rob. That's just the toilets through there. I want to know a bit about you. Come and have a chat. Come and just show yourself to me. So many people have seen you. Shall we have a chat? Come and do this. I'm going to knock on this bit of wall. Use a bit of spirit energy. Copy my pattern. I'm going to do 2 knocks. Like that. People see a little child, little kid. Can you appear at the top? At the top of the stairs for me? Well, that's ironic, isn't it? That is... And why have they put that there? Is it because they've had an accident here? But it's ironic that no children allowed, and the apparition that's seen on these stairs is a 5-year-old child. Come and play. Come and show yourself to me. Come on. Come on. We'll have a little chat. We'll have a game. Watch this. Watch this. Look. Make it. Isn't that a funny noise? A funny noise that it makes. Show yourself to me. Such a cold evening. I'm wearing a big coat, so unfortunately it is going to rustle about. Come and talk to me. Who are you? Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa. Hello? Who are you? Are you the child? Wow. Your spirit energy's coming through real strong. Can you do it to the other one? I can hear a child's voice. What happened to you? Can you tell me? There you are. Can you come forward? I stood nowhere near it. Where were you? Are you still there? Are you standing at the top of the stairs? Can you do this? Can you activate this one? Come and touch it. Come and touch it. Press it. Touch the little metal bit on the top. Where have you gone? You're still there. You're still there. Who are you? Tell me your name. Can you tell me your name? Are you from Knottingley? Are you Yorkshire? What year were you born? Feels really cold on these stairs. I'm here to investigate. I just want to know if you're here. I want to know why people see a little child or hear children playing on these stairs. Whoa. What the hell? If that was you, do it again. Touch it again. Make it go off. Make it go off. Go on. All you have to do is this. Go on. Can you do it again? Come on. If that was you, I want to know that you're here. Thank you. I know a lot of people come ghost hunting and they don't really appreciate it when things happen, but I really, really appreciate it. Hey, was that your voice? Have you come to talk to me now? I don't know where you are. Hello? I know you're good at hide and seek because you're invisible. You just said hide and seek. But it's not very good that you're hiding because you're invisible, so I can't really play that game. Oh, what was that? Something just flashed across the screen. Yeah, it could have been an orb, it could have been some... My screen's really tiny, so I'm going to have to look at that and the big picture later on, but... Knocks.
Watch again, as you can hear the REM pod alarm and a knock, which I didn't notice at the time in the background.
I want to know why people see a little child or hear children playing on these stairs. Whoa. Children playing on these stairs. Whoa.
With no further activity upstairs, I head down into the cellar here at Knottingley Town Hall, the very rooms that were used as a mortuary during the Second World War.
We are in the cellars at Knottingley Town Hall. Probably the part that's had the most tragedy in the building. This was used as a mortuary during the Second World War. This building was used as a first aid place, and we've heard about the horrific accident that happened just meters away from the entrance of this building. And I can tell you that this was where those victims were brought. Well, 5 of them anyway. 3 didn't die instantly, they were taken to an infirmary. Those that were already dead, their remains were brought down here. And you can hear birds. We're so early in the morning, so late at night, so early in the morning. I can hear birds chirping away, but we've got to get on with it. Let's have a little explore. So we've got a table. Various people have done vigils down here before. I've got no idea where the bodies were laid out. We've got a little wall here, a little artificial wall. I'm told that there is a place where there was Anglo-Saxon remains found. Look at that. It's like behind there. It's almost as if they found extra parts of this underground cellar. And then we can't go up that way. But I would imagine this was the old staircase. They didn't have an elevator system, a lift, which is how you would come into the cellar today. Instead, the bodies of those poor RAF men would have been laid out down here. Nowadays it's used for storage. There's a cool place I really want to show you. There's the modern day elevator in the corner, which is where you would come down here. No toilets, I can guarantee that's not used as a toilet now. A wooden floor, people do hear footsteps down here rather. Is this where bodies were kept? Was it in one of these rooms where it was used as a mortuary? Well, this is the room with the original monastery floor for when this building was built. This is possibly the oldest part of Knottingley Town Hall. Well, I'm going to see if we can encourage some spirit communication to come through. I don't even know which area to start. I'm just in complete darkness down here. I'm using only the screen for directions. If I turn the IR light off, I'm in complete pitch black darkness. Let's go. Let's find some spirit communication. Let's get some devices down. Let's get an EMF meter down. I'm going to place you there. Should we get a REM? There we go. I'm really trying to contact the serviceman that died in Knottingley on that horrible night in February the 6th, 1943. We've got a REM pod down here, if you can come forward. Or if you're from the monastery, these cellars are built on top of the monastery foundations. Herbert Hansen, 33, from Huddersfield. Dennis Smollen, a Geordie. His parents were from Canada. He was from Jesmond. He was only 22 years old when he died. Albert J. James, only 21, from Aberdeen in Scotland. Only 21. George Bernard Noble, age 24. He was originally from Robin Hood's Bay near Scarborough. James T. Tremaine, not too far from here, he's from Batley. He lost his life, he was only 22 years old. Leonard G. Mosley, 23, from Derby. Though he died the following day after the accident, he didn't actually die, and his body was never taken into this cellar. Norman Ward, 21, from the beautiful city of York. And Herbert Larman, the youngest of the men who died on that horrible night. He was 19, still a teenager in his life. He signed up to go to war. Yet his life was taken away in an accident. Totally the opposite of war. Just in his own country on a bus. Oh, this is where they keep the Christmas decorations. There's a chance as well that the old caretaker who died putting Christmas decorations up came all the way down here and got them out and took them up to that first floor. Okay, let's contact some spirits. Just use the ITC. Okay, if you died down here, or you died in Knottingley in that bus crash, or you died in the Second World War and you were brought here to the mortuary, or you're from the monastery that was built on this site, the graves, I want you to come through. Can you start by telling me your name? I've done a little bit of research on the airmen who died in that. Whoa. Whoa. Something made a noise. Something on the other side of that door which locked. Who's with me? I'm a friend. Oh my god, it feels freezing cold. Who's down here? Can you say your name? Were you in the RAF? Did they bring your body down here? To these little tunnel rooms? I don't know where it was. My God, such a jump there. Somebody's down here with me. Can you show yourself to me? And I just want to point out, this is the slowest lift I have ever been in. It takes ages for it to come down when you call it. So if something pops up tonight, I ain't getting out of this cellar fast. I would have to wait at least a minute for that lift to come. So don't scare me. Can you say your name? Dennis? I did a little bit of research on your background. It's really sad that after your tragic death, your parents also lost your brother the year after. And then another brother. They lost all 3 of their children in the war. Now losing one child is horrible enough. Imagine losing all of them in a war. One was shot down over Italy. One was lost over Germany. All in the RAF. Smolin. That's the family. I've kind of stayed in this area, but I think I need to go through here because I'm hearing noises through here. Maybe you're not from the RAF. There's a lot of stone down here. If you believe in the stone tape theory, you believe that stone harbours energy. Is that footprints? What are those? Yeah. Another room. There's so many rooms down here. I've heard you. You don't need to scare me. But I just want maybe some visual energy, visual evidence. If you can. The air feels really thick down here. It's really hard to breathe, very musty. I feel there is somebody here. I don't know how many. Spirits. How many people? Can someone tell me how many people are here? Is it 5? No? How many people are down here? That chair's so weird. Whose energy is still down here? Come forward. Come forward. That chair looks so dusty, I don't even want to sit on it. Yeah. Look at this. Miss Spirit, please tell me your name. I think I might go and get the SLS out. Get the SLS camera and we'll see if we can map any figures in.
I'm using an SLS camera, which stands for Structured Light Sensor. It uses LiDAR and it can create a 3D map of the room, and some believe can use stick figures to form what it believes to be a spirit.
If you're down here, please show yourself to me. You can show yourself on the SLS camera. If you appear as a figure, then I'll be able to see you. I'll be able to see you and see what you look like. I'm walking straight into a corridor.
I tried for several minutes, but I did not capture any stick figures on the SLS.
Well, spirits, it's been lovely chatting to you. I mean you absolutely no disrespect, but thank you so much for any interaction that may have been yourselves. For those who maybe in the RAF, I totally respect you, and may you all rest in peace. And to whoever it was who made that noise when I was right here by what was once the old toilets, which I don't think I can go into now, whoever it was that was there, thank you. Oh, again, the REM pod, which is right next to where. What is in here? Hello, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. If that was you, thank you so much. I would love to stay and talk to you, but I've literally got 2 minutes to get out of here. Please do it again, quickly. I've got to get out. I've got to get out. An orb. I can hear the birds singing. They're literally, I'm not joking, the lady who runs the place, she is waiting for me to finish upstairs, and I'm going to make her wait a little bit longer. Thank you. Do that again. Please. Please do it again. You come forward. Can you manifest into an apparition? Just appear, please. I don't know where your bodies were kept. I don't know who you are. I'm assuming you're the soldiers. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And just for anyone at home that thinks that something could have triggered that off, look, You've got to physically get... Oh, it's gone off. Ah, there we go. You've got to touch it. So it wasn't a physical contact because the lights didn't go up. So something got within a centimetre of it. But when you touch it, the lights go off. Something set it off. Something went between its electro field. Thank you. Wow. We're going to have to end this tonight, but thank you so much, spirits of Knottingley Hall. May you rest in peace, Sam. Well, I'm going to have to wait for the lift to get me out of here. Good night.
Knottingley Town Hall is an interesting place. There's definitely something about it. Are the spirits of dead airmen still around? Maybe it has links to the old monastery. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to the Dead Air channel. We've got lots more on there, and of course you can check out the Dead Air Clinically Dead podcast on Spotify.